Hello guys, welcome on my channel New Energy Guidance, a channel where I want and where I wish to inform people about the wisdom and about the Dreamspell calendar, sharing insights about this beautiful calendar. So thank you for coming to this video. In this video I am going to explain to you everything you need to know about the Dreamspell calendar in a shorter version. So the intention of this video is to keep it as short as possible, but yet give you everything that you need to know. Tell you everything that you need to know. So let's get started. Okay. Let's start first with the phenomena 2012. Depending on how old you are, you may have heard about the phenomena 2012, where the world would end according to the Mayans. Remember that perhaps. Well, we are still here and the world has not stopped or has not come to an end. So what exactly did they mean? And what if that was a wrong or misinterpreting of the information? Okay, so the Mayans were able to predict the movement and motion of the universe based on cycles. Okay, and they have logged these cycles in so-called countings. One of these countings is called the Mayan long count. And the Mayan long count is a 5,125 year cycle. And this cycle, this 5,125 year cycle, came to an end on December 21st, 2012. So that was the moment that the current counting stopped. And that would mean a new beginning for something new. Okay, so since December 21st, 2012, we have been entering in a new cycle because we have been closing a 5,125 year cycle. And since December 21st, 2012, we have been shifting slowly into a newer energy. And since December 21st, 2018, we are officially within a new energy. Everything is new, a completely new energetic field that we are in and living in. And this is important, okay, because lots of things and most of our conditioning and programming comes from an older energy that is no longer working anymore, that stopped in December 21st. So why is this Dreamspell calendar relevant? Because this Dreamspell calendar helps us to connect with this new energy. It is a counting, same as the long count. So let's have a deeper look. This image behind the words is the Dreamspell calendar. What is it about? Okay, it is a calendar system and counting system based on 260 days, representing the cosmic life cycle. It is also representing the exact time that we have been in the womb. So therefore it represents the life cycle, and that cycle repeats itself over and over again. Okay, so it is a calendar system that describes the properties of the current moment, the now moment. It is a system based on 260 days, as said, representing the cosmic life cycle. It is an energy system in which every day has a different energy. Okay? There is no Monday, there is no Tuesday, there is no January, there is no February, there is no year counting, there is simply the energy of the day. And the energy of the day is described in affirmations. And these affirmations describe the properties of the quantum field and therefore the current moment, the now moment. So every day the energies and properties of the now moment are different, okay? This is important to understand. The quantum field is consciousness and is also known as spirit. Okay, so 260 unique energies, every day a different energy. Okay, what is also important to understand and to know is that this calendar system works with waves, waves of energy. Okay, there are in total 20 waves of 13 days, and each wave again is 13 days, and each wave holds a different theme, same as the full moon or a new moon or other kinds of astrology. Okay, every moon has its own properties, its own energies that influences us. Okay, if you are a follower for full moons, etc., and readings, it's the same here with waves. We call wave spells. So every wave has its own properties, its own energies that work differently. Okay, again, each day has a different energy and therefore works differently. And there are 260 unique combinations of energy. And this is what you see when you look into the Dreamspell calendar, this chart, this matrix. Okay, you see 260 because this is the very last day of the calendar system. You see here 260 unique combinations of energies. And you see here the main energies. So let's have a look, okay? These are the main energies, okay? Let's have a look at those energies. I'm going to invite you to perhaps pause the screen for a moment, but I will pick up and highlight a few that I think that are important to start with. The first energy in the calendar system, let's going back here, and this whole row up there is the energy of the red dragon. Okay, the red dragon represents birth, represents nurturing, represents being, represents taking care of yourself. It has to do with the mother. It invites us to become our own mother. Okay, the second energy within the Dreamspell calendar here is the masculine energy and represents the father. Okay, helps us to go out there in the world knowing what to do. Okay, having a sense of purpose, using your voice to speak your truth. Okay, be an inspired masculine. Okay, being safe for men and for women and for children, in particular for women and for children. Okay, so it's the communicator, it's the inspired masculine, it's the father. Okay, so another important energy always is the white dog, which is about loving self, staying loyal to yourself. Okay, listening to the heart. Okay, love yourself. Okay, very important. Another important energy is the blue monkey, which represents the child within us. Okay, that wants to be playful, wants to be joy, wants to have pleasure in life. Okay, this is what we ultimately have to bring here and to do. We want to experience joy in this life. Okay, so a lot is all about the child within us. Okay, so there are lots of energies in this whole Wavespell that have their own unique properties. Look at it, snapshot, whatever, pause your screen and have a look at it, okay? In my other video, I'm going into deeper into those energies. So if you want to know more about it, look at my other video. So again, what you need to know is that we work with waves, waves of energy, okay? And each wave is a different theme. And the reason I'm sharing this image with you is that you understand the power of each wave. Okay, Waves are powerful, energies can be very powerful, and more people are currently going to work with this and are working with these energies. So the field is getting stronger, the influence of these waves are getting stronger and stronger. Okay, you may not be aware of that, but it's already manifesting into your reality. So waves of energy. Let's have a look how this looks like into the calendar. We have the first wave of 13 days, which is the wave of the red dragon. And this wave comes after the last day, the day before, and which is the day kin 260, which is about enlightenment. So after enlightenment, we come into rebirth with ourselves and collectively. We are going to be reborn again, metaphorically speaking. So this is a time where a new life cycle starts for all of us and where we are going to be put into a little bit more vulnerable state. So we are here to, in this wave spell, this 13-day wave is about being there for yourself, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, okay? Being your own mother, okay? So this teaches us to become your own mother. Whether you are male or female, we have to integrate all of these aspects within ourselves, okay? So again, a wave that holds a theme for personal and collective goals, okay? It always starts and it has a theme and it goes to a destination. And there are days in between that support this whole theme and this whole period, this whole wave, okay? So let's have a look at that. On the first day of each wave, we always receive something that supports us, that is given to us by the universe to work with, okay? So you will always receive something, an intuition, an idea that is related to the energy that we are going to work with. It sets the theme for the upcoming 13 days. So all these upcoming days are always related to what you received on the first day. So it is very important to know and become aware of and take notice of what you are receiving on that first day. The second day is a little bit complicated. It's the same within numerology. It's duality. Which one of the two is a little bit wobbly and out of balance? You can be challenged. You can have a little bit difficult situations with people, whatever. It's part of the energy. Okay, there's a way to transcend that. I'm explaining that on another platform. But just realize that as soon as you're going to work with these energies, that you understand that on the second day there's always kind of disbalance, always a little bit okay. On the third day we get into action because there comes at a certain point on that day this impulse in the heart, this electric shock, this pulse that boom, that activates us. And so we say yes to something, this is it, and we get into motion. So we follow our heart's desire. So a desire within us is being activated. Don't think about it too much. Let the universe decide for you what the heart's desire is to be working with and what's most appropriate for you in that moment. But yet it has everything to do what you received on the first day. Okay, so this is a very important moment and day everything starts to come into motion. Then the fourth day, always within each wave, we are going to work and find our form. We are going to play like with information like this fits in my idea and this not. But it is also a moment and can be very helpful to set boundaries, to make yourself known to the world and to work with boundaries, which is very important for lots of people, okay? It has to do with self-love boundaries. Okay, on the fifth day, we find empowerment. Okay, most often we find this invitation that comes to us in which we can say yes to. So our radiance, our energy starts flowing and we become very radiant. We feel empowered. Okay, and also this has to do with the first day. Then the 6th day, we start organizing. We're doing the things that are needed to keep flowing, to keep working on this project, because this whole wave is just a project for yourself. Okay, you are working on yourself and you are working on your own project. So on the 6th day, we make sure things keep flowing. We have these organizational aspects within the energy. Then, after working and building upwards with and putting our intention and our efforts in this wave, we come to the peak point of the wave and we come on the top of the wave where we find a kind of still point. And this is the moment where we can slightly look back and forward and left and right to see if we're heading into the right direction. And this is most often a time where we can receive something, where we can channel something. Okay, you have an opportunity to channel. Okay, so what have you decided channeling is? And I'm telling you, you have an opportunity every 13 days to channel. Very interesting and important to become aware of. So from that moment on, we are going to work and connect with the destination of each wave. Because that is the energy that's already starting to pull slowly on us in the upcoming days. And it is in this right side of the wave that things will fall into reality more. Okay, so we building up on the left side until the 7th day, and then the next 6-7 days, things will fall slowly into reality. On the 8th day, for example, we're going to work with our harmony, our inner harmony, and to make sure that we don't project and stay with our principles. On the 9th day, we have a very powerful energy always that puts us into our willpower to make sure we realize what we have been starting here. Okay, so all these days have been come to an interesting point, and now you want to realize that. But this is also most often the point where our ego pops up. So it's very powerful to focus on intention. Okay, what is your intention? Then on the 10th day, we are able to produce and manifest. Okay, we're not talking about manifestation of cars and houses. No, it is manifestation of things that all have also a connection with here, with what's been set up in the first day. Then we find the next day a kind of sense of liberation. We can let go of what's no longer serving anymore. We release, we dissolve, we make sure everything comes lighter, okay? Perhaps some things need to be cleared with other people. Okay, so you release something. And on the 12th day, everything comes together on this day. It becomes crystal clear what this whole wave, which is a project for you, is all about. Okay, so this is the essence. Things become essential, crystal clear to you what this wave is about. So this is a very interesting and important day to notice. Okay, it's important to become crystal clear about this day. Okay, and then the next day the project is finished. You can check this. Check, I did it, I made it, I finished this wave, I finished this project for myself, and I can be present. I can come home and connect to the source. Okay, this is a very source energy with very important and interesting experiences. So, and this cycle repeats itself over and over again. For example, it can be the Wavespell of the Red Dragon, as said. Okay, but it can also be in this current moment where I'm recording this, the Wavespell of the White Wind, which is about communication, which is, as said, the masculine energy that knows what to do, that follows his purpose, that has a sense of purpose, that knows what to do here on earth, and that uses his voice to speak his truth. And this is the reason why I am recording these videos in this moment, okay? So I like to inspire you, okay? So, and on this day, it is exactly the 5th day, okay? So going back here on the 5th day, we always found a sense of empowerment. So what the metaphor actually is in this current moment is that within the Wavespell of the White Wind, there is this metaphor that suddenly the wind changes its direction and suddenly moves you unexpectedly into a different direction and says to you actually, this is going to be your new direction. Can you say yes to that? Can you feel empowerment and say, yes, I'm going to surrender to this new direction for me? Okay? So this is important, okay? Finding that empowerment for yourself, saying yes to an invitation that comes to you. In this case, the new direction, a new direction where the wind is bringing you to, okay? So this happens over and over again. Waves of energy, constantly waves of energy, that everything has the same patterns, okay? The same patterns like we discussed here. It only changes with the energy because the wave, there are 20 different waves constantly within these Dreamspell calendars set a different theme to work with. The now moment changes, okay? So it is very important to understand what the energies of this now moment are. You can look at today by looking at the date. For example, it's December 30, 2022, or you can look at the energy of this day, which is in this case the white overtone world bridger that empowers in order to surrender, okay, that provides you with this opportunity if you surrender to this new direction, okay. Perhaps you need to die a little bit in order to surrender to that, to let go of control, okay, but you will find your radiance in it. If you say yes to that, you will find empowerment, okay. So can you surrender to this new direction in this case? Okay, so the Dreamspell calendar is about connecting with the flow of life, okay, with the movement of life. And another metaphor is that I would like to give you is like tubing in a river, your river, and just tubing with the flow. Another way is by learning to surf on the waves of energies, because you are learning to work with energies and understanding that these energies are powerful. So understand that the energies are powerful, and if you learn to work with it, you can become riding these waves more easily. Because the metaphor is simply said that the energies are always different each day, and it's like a different energy or a different car in front of the day. Tomorrow will be another car in front of you day, and the day after will another car for you. Okay, so the cars are constantly changing, so you need to understand what car is in front of you today and how it works and how it operates. That is the metaphor of the energy. Okay, understanding that every day has a different energy, works differently, but also has a shadow side or a dark side and a light side, and that you can choose to stay every day in the light side, so you connect with your flow constantly in the light side of your flow. Okay, so I believe this is the most important thing for you to become aware of and to know. Hopefully this was inspiring to you. Hopefully you have an understanding how the calendar and the Dreamspell calendar works. If you want to know more and connect with your flow of life, I help people connect with these energies on a daily basis. This is my purpose. This is my mission, to help you connect with your flow of life. And I'm doing this on these pages, on this platform called OnlyFans, where I have a free page where can people a little bit play with what I'm sharing. And I have this subscriber page where I will be sharing these energies on a daily basis. And I'm offering here also this free 30-day trial, so you can work with it and play with it for yourself. Perhaps this is an invitation for you. That is free choice. I'm only wishing to help and serve as many people as possible and connect with them with this beautiful flow of life and your flow of life. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope I've said enough and inspired you a lot. If there's any question, reach out to me. Okay, thank you for watching so far, and I hope this has been helpful for you. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye.